Okay, hello, my name is Severion White. I went to college at MTSU. I just graduated with a bachelor's in psychology and a minor in biology and chemistry. Born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, so I haven't been here long. We met my 10th grade year in high school. He was interested, and eventually I was like, okay. The abuse didn't start until my 18th birthday. Yes. We were in the bed, we were just chilling, and he called a girl while he was in the bed with me. And yeah, I returned the favor. I called someone. Yeah, I called someone, but he didn't even pick up. The phone just rung, and before I knew it, he started fighting me. He never showed anger towards me. I saw his anger towards his dad all the time and his mom. He's very family oriented. He loved his grandma. Looking at him, no, you would never in a million years guess. It was just randomly. And then after that, even after the grill, we didn't fight. He just showed up to my job with a girl, and I was like, you need to leave. And he was like, what? We just here studying. At my job? Seriously? So he hit me in my eye, and he was laughing. He thought it was really funny, but I didn't think that it was funny that I could feel my face just swelling by the second. So I had a taser, and I had no intentions on actually using it. It was mostly to scare him, but the fact that I pressed the button, it scared him. So it ended up making it to student affairs. It turned into a really big thing. And he ended up saying, oh, it was just a thing on her phone. He felt that he could hurt me. If anybody else messed with me, he gets very defensive. For him, it just seemed like he didn't protect me from him as much as he protected me from others. Because I'm pretty sure he probably did feel that I belonged to him and he could protect me and nobody else can mess with me. He'll probably tell my family something like that, but he would never tell me. My mom, actually, she, I guess they had been planning it or whatever for months in advance. He proposed to me on Christmas.
I loved him like a son. And to find out everything that I found out hurt me. And he knew it hurt me. With me, he wouldn't get irate with me. He wouldn't get smart with me. I didn't see that side of him. It was always the vulnerable side of him that I saw. He looked at me like a mom. I did help.
He actually, okay. A couple days before Christmas, we got to fighting, actually. And I think my mom knew, because she asked me, what happened to your face?
Yeah. I was very suspicious all the time. I would question her all the time. I would be like, what's wrong? Tell me what's going on. You can talk to me about anything. We have this relationship where literally we talk about every single thing. And for her to hide it, it just tore me up. It really devastated me.
I said yes, but I was really mad because that's not what I asked for. I didn't even get a say-so. It just felt like I was kind of pushed into, because y'all been together so long, both ends of our families felt that we were perfect together. So they didn't see the underlying issue underneath, because we were very good at keeping it between us. Really good. You wouldn't know. During that time, he would be talking to you, and then he just get angry. It was a very weird switch. And his birthday came around. He seemed excited. We planned the first thing was to go to church, and then he flipped. First thing in the morning, I'm not going to church. I'm not godly like you. I'm not He just flipped. The first thing that we did was go to the pottery place, and I took a selfie of us, and he yelled at me. And it was in a very aggressive tone. So of course it's all women in there. And You know, they looking like we can call the police on him pretty much. So yeah, I didn't feel comfortable. So we ended up leaving. We went to the movies. And when we got to the movies, he was like, she's finna come get me. You don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about taking me home. You can watch the movie by yourself. She's finna come get me. And I was like, oh, jeez, okay. Whatever. To be honest, I really felt like he did it because he knew that it would get under my skin. He knew how to say certain things and word it in certain ways. Like, it's just the fact she. Not who she is, it's just she. So I was like, she's coming to get you? He said, yeah, she's coming to get me. Don't worry about me. So I walked off, was walking to my car. He started following me and was like, where you going? So I was able to, like, I guess run a little. So I got in the car in intent to pull off and leave. So like I started crying and like I pulled my car back and drive to pull back in the parking spot. And when I put it in park, the doors unlocked. Yeah, so he was able to get in. And when he got in, he started hitting me in my face. And I was like, get out my car. And he wouldn't get out. So then I got out and I popped my trunk and I went in my trunk and I got the crowbar. Yeah, so he snatched my crowbar from me and hit me with it. My face ended up being messed up. My nose ended up breaking. My ears that day, my ears bled. So he hit me pretty hard. All I know is it was my ears was ringing and I couldn't see. To me, that one was probably like one of the worst because, you know, going out to the front to check out or do anything and they looking like, Jesus, I handled it well, I guess. I didn't call anybody.
I kept telling her, I feel something in my stomach. Something ain't right. Because I've been through it. I never hid it from my mom. Basically, my mom was the person I would run to. But I would always tell her I can handle it. But, you know, she would always say, you know, I can't take your hand and lead you out of a situation. You got to be tired. And that's what I knew with her. She got to be tired. Because I could tell her all day. But until she really realized it's not going to change, you talking to a brick wall.
My mom ended up finding out, and she ended up driving down to see about me. I ended up spending like 2 weeks in hospital, which was Trust Point. They taught me a lot. Like that's where I learned like my strength and learning how to heal and actually go to group and go to counseling. When I got out, I ended up getting a job working in domestic violence and sexual assault. Yeah, I was so excited and happy, and I was in a good mood. And I was like, yes, like I'm ready to pack up and go and start my life. And when I made it to my apartment, he came through and he messed up everything else. He cut up the couches, he cut up the curtains. I threw everything away. And then I had to start up from scratch. He knew that he messed up. And it wasn't the same little girl from a year ago. It wasn't the same. I wasn't the same person. I was a completely different person. And I was done. Eventually, I'm going to open my own domestic violence center. I am. Just because some women need it. They need somebody that can give them tough love and actually talk to them and like show them that it's possible. You know, I did it. You can do it, and like wear it on your resume and not on your shoulders. And be a survivor and not a victim. Yeah. Teach some women how to boss up.